See if this shit's working. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, I think it's working. Let's try this. I never played this. Oh, it does work. Okay, cool. Okay, new mountain rules, fast pace action. What do you want to do? Pick your favorite champions and let the fun begin. Yeah, surely. Brother fun? Interesting, brother fun. Victor sounds kind of fun. Have any skins for this guy? No. Okay, welcome back. What's my name? Let's see my name. Welcome back, Future Me. The only one gonna be watching this. You just woke up about an hour ago. Start the day off right with some rage, with some anger. League of Legends. I don't know if you still drink these, Mathin, later on. Oh, I said my name, for fuck's sake. I don't know if you drink these later, but this is what you're drinking now, buddy. What's that? You can't do anything? he's doing a fucking red buff. I don't know how this game works here. Oh shit, you can? I didn't know. Last time I heard I can hear you.
No one need live without anymore.
These imbeciles.
I gotta stop.
It's me! Quit messing around!
I alone see what must be done.
But that doesn't mean I'm weak.
on! Huge wave! Cool. In this game,
I was hiding!
There will be no need for shopkeepers and their employees. Always makes a mistake.
no damage. Like, what the fuck is that? The guy pushes one button, my entire health bar is I hit him with 2 abilities, and it's literally nothing. Like fucking 10 health. Wow, another dog shit game from Riot Games where everything is imbalanced and yeah, can't fucking do anything because certain champions are OP. Cool. Not interested. Not interested. That's why I don't even fucking play Earth. I hate that game, to be honest. I never liked it because it just feels like God mode. Like when I was a kid, you know, you'd get those cheat code books, and then they would, you'd get the cheat code books, and then they'd have God mode for all the games. It immediately ruined it. Like you thought it was going to be fun. Like, oh, so cool, I get to be invincible and have all the ammo. But it immediately ruins all the fun because there's no not consequences. There's no stakes anymore because it's just too easy. Anyway, that's a pretty easy concept to understand. It's just that that's what Earth feels like. You're just... It's like certain champions are just better. Like, you play Udyr in Earth, you're just not going to do anything. If you play fucking Fizz in Earth, it's like, okay, I guess I can never hit this guy because every 2 seconds he's a fucking flip. It's the same thing with this. It's just like, okay. Anyway. More cope. Just coping. Really didn't want to stream today, but just started. You know. I'm playing with my nose. I don't know why.
Fine. I don't need more enemies.
I don't know what the buff was to Senna, and I don't care. I'm just gonna ban her because I hate that champion. So if she's getting buffed, that's an insta ban from me. Riot buffing games. They do be buffing. Oh, they buffing. Yeah. If you would like to buy me flowers, just go ahead now. And if you would like to suck my asshole, just go ahead now. If you would like to suck my penis, just go ahead. I'm good on the runes. Okay. Go ahead. Shut up. Okay. Oh, it's party chat. I thought they actually had a voice chat for a second. But no. Excited. Oh no. Boomers thinking they're cool. You know, because bad. Bad to the bone. Yeah. Timo! Man, I just had cancer, Timo and Ezreal. Tiny Timo poisons. Let me guess, 4 million fucking master points. I don't know why I never see any other bards do this, but it's probably because it's stupid. But I always start with shrines. And I put 3 shrines in the lane and I back. There's plenty of time to do that. But then now you have 3 shrines. And everybody, because this is what we do. Don't bother with That's a cool skin, actually. Those are both cool skins. Sweet. That's pretty good. Yeah, he pushes forward, touches around. This is a really stupid thing. It's not even helping push. So they can come out and push you. Oh! Okay, but you lost the push, but you're totally fucked. What is this? Like, bro. This is so bad. What is he doing? Okay. What I'm saying is, I'm low elo, so I don't really know what I'm just saying. We're pushing, so if he comes out, he's going to get hit by the back. Yeah. No. Why would you do that? It's nice to call it, you know? It's cool that it happened, but it's nice even to, I've been able to, okay, no, stop pushing now. It's nice to be right. Okay. I can't fuck him up there too much. It's okay to take one or two. I thought it was like 4. Maybe I should take one. That wasn't good. Sweet. Didn't even take any damage. Bro, what? Idiot. I'm just gonna click and then I'm not gonna pay attention anymore. He's doing one of these glitches doing the same play. I swear to God. Did I see that right? Bro, why are you hitting me? Worry about your phone, dude. Bro, let's push. He can't do You're Tristana. Let's move. Let's move. I'm barred. I'll portal us out if Dude, what? Fucking moron. Holy shit.
Marvelous death!
See, now he's fucked. Can't do it. Can't do it. Just push. Turbo push. You have to open that. Maybe like 2 places. Dude, this is his big plan. He's gonna come out of this. Dude, I'm just gonna trade with you and heal. Just look up. I don't know. Seems like a really stupid strategy, but. Was he right here? Okay. Just keep pushing, bro.
Burn.
Might get a chance to It might be. I'm gonna check the dragon real quick. He might be trying to do those. Oh no, he's made. Okay, we're good. What is he doing?
Blast him, Gauntlet!
If I hit that Q, he's dead. Man, I'm Nah, he's running away. Jump on him! Jump! Don't tell me you can jump already. Bro! Do something! Holy shit, he hasn't jumped the whole time. All right, all right. Vladimir, 3-1. Not great. There's one thing I'm concerned about, and that's how J4 has not ganked. Not us, but he's not ganking anybody, it feels like. And that's not good. That's what J4 is supposed to do. So if you're not doing it, like, you don't really very...
God, get this!
It's not the I love the electric. Who the fuck is Timo, bro? He's just AFK. Close. Huh?
I don't care.
I'm being a bad sport. Just wanted to see if I could die. Yet, but I thought he was gonna go.
And Ezreal is victorious!
Line makes me can't take on the portal? I don't think so. I think maybe I just misclicked. But I don't think that either, because if you play a champion enough, you can kind of feel. You can feel when you're clicking the right stuff. Right there. I can feel that I clicked the portal. I do the same thing every time, so I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna go collect my chimes and drive all the way by. Ding ding. Okay. You gave up and I did. Alright, fuck it. Did I, I should have been the dragons up. Oh, Teemo's there. Fuck off. Why we get dragged? Fuck you. Yeah. Okay. Not the worst thing in the world. In the world. Oh, I didn't even use any of these biscuits. I kind of forgot they existed. I have had some really impressive biscuit plays in my bar career, but sometimes I forget these things. Okay, mid. Just showing him my ass. Fuck out of here. We can take him? Oh yeah. That's the kind of stuff. Ooh. Cute little electric boots. Oh fuck. Up over here? It's a part of Israel, so everybody needs to wait there. Oh! Nope. Please tell me Teemo doesn't pop out of the fucking bush and cue me, like, just some stupid shit. Nice! Worked out. That's one of the things that won't show up on the scoreboard, like I was talking about yesterday. Intangibles. I don't get an assist for that, but I took his flash and his ult. That's pretty cool. More dragon. Is he low? No, not even close. Just slap him around a little bit. Just slap him around. to stop his How did J4 die? What? Oh, from the I think I want Oblivion Orb. Because Vladimir's the only one pretty much that's going to do anything. So, Oblivion Orb into Leandries, I think that'll be a pretty good counter to him. But I'm not high elo, so I don't know. I'm just guessing. I love when you force junglers to smite. I like that. It just feels like a loss for them. I feel like right now, maybe, because you never know if they have like another one, but I'm just saying, maybe it's on like a 70-second cooldown right now, and automatically it's kind of fucked. Trying to practice getting it instantly. Know when to fold on. Two blinds, who wins? Which blind is stronger? It's just like it's so. I cute you. Useless damage. People just heal up from it. They just walk away from it and heal. It's useless.
Hear the screams.
I'm so scattered. I guess I wouldn't dragon. that bad. There's nothing to do. Not reward. Thanks, man. You know, asshole. Take over. You're out of nowhere. Run away. You're out of nowhere and run away. They will never suspect that we did it. That was good. Pretty good game. Oh, okay. Right. Oops. I thought I'd be able to honor everybody. But see what I mean? Look, Teemo did 11,000 damage or 12,000 damage. So I knew he was going to do a bunch of damage. But again, it's just useless. It's like, okay, you popped out of the bush, you push Q. Good job, dude. You know? Doesn't really mean anything in the long run. One more game. We got one more game. And then... Give mid fourth pick. Because I'm gonna pick Bard anyway.
Fine. I don't need more enemies.
More fluids.
Oh man, life is fucking good. Holy shit. This is underrated. Underrated feelings. Oh, the feeling of a really good stretch. Are you kidding me? It's just like warmth and love. That's what it feels like when you get a good stretch in the morning. And it's interesting. It can only really happen when you're waking up or about to go to sleep. Those warm hug stretches. Back scratcher. Life changer. Oops. Don't want to show Netflix. Get fucking. Oops. Not Hulu either. Oh, cock. What's on the old YouTube? Ooh, that actually looks kind of cool. I love Hollow Knight.
Very much so see the pattern that time.
Did I pick my champion? Oh yeah, I did. I pick. Ooh, terrible team comp. Although Pike is a nightmare to deal with for me. Most of the time I take bone plating. Is Mel my ADC? Oh no, okay. Come on, Kaisa. Pick Kaisa, please. Kaisa. Talking, dude. Yes, thank God. I really had to match him. Which is probably a bad idea. Let's see. So, they don't really have a whole lot of engage other than Pike. This is super risky. I'm going to take it. So, yeah, if Pike pulls me, I'm just fucked. That's been my experience against Pike. So I normally take bone plating to try to offset that. But I really like the free boots. It's a Karthus. I didn't even realize that, dude. I was focused on the Pike. It's a Karthus. We're good. Like, I know Karthus is probably gonna he's probably fine, Karthus, but in my experience, he hasn't really been able to do shit. And that's the thing too, is like, there's something to be said about impact on a game. This is what I'm talking about. So, he might, at the end of the game, have a lot of damage and a lot of kills. You could say that, oh, that's a very impactful thing, but I don't know, man. I think it kind of depends on when and where, how you're getting kills. Not necessarily that you just have damage, even though it's a, I haven't really thought about it. I don't know why people do invades or, like, just get out, man. Like front fest, the random people flashing. No, why? Especially you don't even have, like, we have a Yorick, a Master Yi, and a fucking Bard. Like, in what world is this a good level 1 for an invade? Just fucking go and play safe. Like, so so dumb. Like, this is so stupid, it's insane. Holy fuck. Oh, what? You actually killed him? Bro, what? How? Is this guy just I don't know what the fuck I was thinking there, dude. That's so bad. What am I doing? He's got 4 kills. Oh, okay. Well, I didn't see that. He had already bought this fucking thing. Didn't expect him to do that much damage, but okay. Well, this alone should pretty much make Pyke irrelevant to me. But I can't believe he fucking pulled Jhin. I thought he was gonna go for me though. This game is already a straight up clown fiesta. This is really bad. Oh, that's good. That's so mean, bro. He's fucking... Brother? What are you doing? Get out! Annie, this is the portal too! Bro! Granted, I should have portaled earlier, but I portaled it in time. You know, I portaled with him at a good time for him to... Oh, pardon me. Okay. I was about to say, is there like funny names? But there is a funny. This fight is horrible. Like, what is he doing? The fact that he pulled Jhin that one time seems like he's straight up dumb. Yeah, Jhin is bad too, I think. So, I'm not saying I'm good, but good low. What? Why did you do that? You dumb fuck. Holy shit, dude. What is he doing? Show Jin. Jin came up. Okay, cool. Fun. Ooh, this is actually a really good one. Mel instead of Jin is actually really good. What's that jungle doing? Jesus Christ. See, with the CC, it's so much better. Excellent. Okay. We paired well together. Just come by. Why the fuck did he come in? Why did he back?
You cannot escape.
At least all of it except one, like, really? Focus on your farm, bro. Holy shit. No! I wanted him to go back. Fucking idiot. I'm bad. I'm actually bad. Nice! Excellent. Well, it worked out even though I'm garbage. Because the fight was worse than me, so. What the fuck? Wait, how did that not? I'm actually. How did that? First of all, how did that Q not hit? Second of all, how did my fucking portal? Whatever. The portal is a janky bullshit spell. You know what they say? Man, Pike really got there fast, huh? Delayed. Yeet. Oh, I missed! Oh my god, I'm just bad. What is that? I'm so bad! And how the fuck does he do so bad? Oh, he doesn't. It's how the fuck do he do so much damage? Just Cardinals. I just gave away 2 free fucking kills. What a fuck! I think we can do something here, though.
Not here, not here. A master.
Start hating back. Not falling for it. Ooh, I think she's got a red. problem is I don't have the confidence. And Jin just stands there, dude. He just fucking stands there. Doesn't even help. Asshole. But I might take damage. Holy shit, dude. Not even an auto attack from this useless. Not even an auto attack. Not a fucking W, not a Q, nothing. It just stands there and farms. But I'm fucking feeding now at this point, bro. I gotta stop just dying for no reason. I really wish my team was more proactive though. Like, do something, bro. Does somebody else like start a fight or try or something? There we go. So low. I need some damage, bro. This is fucking insane. I did so much damage. Where is the witch? ASAP. No. Zero and 4, down double farm here. Down double farm to the fucking Jason. I'm so bad. I'm missing all my cues. Like, is anybody gonna do anything in this game, dude? Or just fucking stand around and farm? About not doing it, like, just worry about dying or whatever. So here's what we're doing. I'm not worried enough about dying, which is my bad. And my team is just... That's all they're worried about, is fucking dying, so they just don't do anything. Five and fucking 1, dude. Like, this is not normal for a Kindred. And what I mean is... You really stuck with cheese evil authenticated.
Something deep inside me.
Wow, nice. I got it. Nice. I think if he would just kept running away there, I would have been dead, and he would have gotten out. Did I get a shutdown on him? No, he didn't have one. Okay. Yeah, it sucks when it just feels like you have no options in the jungle. Like dragon's up, and it's like, does it feel like this guy's moving over there or interested in the dragon? No, I don't think he's gonna pay attention to the fact that it's up. He's just gonna sort of walk by, farm his own farm, and walk by.
Faith in your
What? Okay, Ryan. You know, just okay. What the fuck? No. Actually cringe, you know? Well, that was kind of an interesting fight. Honestly, Yorick is always a wild card in my opinion. Like, you could think you're winning, and then Yorick has like 4 items, and you're here in our base. Well, I can't see what I'm pointing, but you're like in our base almost, and he's already like taking inhibs, and you don't even notice it until it's too late. So could be. Ooh, we still haven't even gotten to tier 1 and tier 2, or tier 1 and mid and bot rather. That's good. That's on the boat.
treasure.
Damn it, bro. Spamming my flash. Just can't fucking move. Can't do anything for like 8 whole seconds. Cool. See, this is what I mean. Pike just cucks the shit out of Bard. You can't do anything. The fucking told you, you're just fucked. There's nothing you can do. I took the risk of not taking bone plating, and this is the exact thing I heard about the Jason Pike. Where bone plating was coming in handy, but well. Ooh, nice. Nope, like nobody is Tom. See, this is what I'm talking about. You think you're winning the interaction, you know? Like they think, oh, cool, we killed them or whatever, and then yours is just pressure. Man, this E hasn't done a fucking thing, dude. He hasn't done a fucking thing. Like, at least feed trying to do something, man.
Shine once more before the end.
Brother, I mean, this guy is just straight up useless, dude. Shit, that's the fucking Megatron cloak. But, yeah, he's just straight up useless. It's fucking insane. It's interesting how you can tell just how people play. It's an intuitive thing. It's just like your score may not even be bad. It's just you're playing like you're scared or something. That's just never gonna work. Jim, Jesus Christ, he hasn't done anything since he. Just 0 and 6. Completely fucking useless.
I live for the applause.
I beat New York wild card. Once he gets Hullbreaker, I'm gonna chime in Ward. My vision score is okay, but it's not. Probably should be 70 about now.
A master.
Maybe, I don't know, 50's pretty good, I guess. There's a guy right here too. Everyone's here, yay! Yeah, everybody's here. Yay. Let's go get the dragon, bro. Oop. Didn't work out. Yeah, there's just not much I can do. This guy's too passive. This guy's giving up. At this stage in the, if I'm losing like this, if I'm losing pretty bad, I pretty much just try to chime and Yorick! We got a wild card!
Walk once more. Wake up.
Hey, we got mid tower.
New task.
That must have been some good gold. Saving my portal. It's a big risk, but oh, nice. Okay. Well, not nice for us, but I'm saying nice. Like there's nobody here. Maybe we can sneak a kill on whoever comes to stop yours. Probably Scion. So it's fucking Scion. Nope. Whoever comes. Oh, and he ruins it. Yay! Fucking stupid Master Yi ruins it. Like an idiot. Yay. That would have been a really nice pick if this moron didn't just show his face for no reason. Like, what are you gonna do anything there, dude? No? Why are you here? Why did you even show up here? Are you gonna dive in? What's the point of that?
Saber likes blazing out.
So honestly, I don't think that was that. You can feed, but you can't miss your cues. That's the ultimate sin on a bard. Landing those cues is pretty much the only thing you're worth as a bard. But you can't do that. You can't really do much of anything. I mean, you know, that's what I'm talking about, bro. I mean, Jin, I already understood that guy just gave the fuck up, but Yi had an opportunity. Like, he was fine when he was like 2 and 4 or something. He could have still been proactive, but I think maybe a lot of Yi's, same thing with like Yasuo, Nasus, they always think, oh, okay, I'll just keep farming and then eventually I'll be useful. But you can be useful because these guys, they play these like lone ranger type champions where they think they're supposed to carry and they don't care or think about anybody else's abilities in the game. Just inherently, they only think about their own abilities. And like, fair enough, I guess, especially Yasuo, because there's too much to do to think that other people can set you up. But in my opinion, it's not really the way to go to ignore your team when you're behind on a carry champion. Just do what you can, you know? Alright, I gotta take a whiz. Mystery icon. Lame. That sucks. That sucks, that sucks, and that sucks. Cool. Bunch of useless garbage. I just want the bard, the other bard icon. I'm at an important junction. This is always the point in the morning where I decide if I want to lift weights or if I want to continue playing video games. It's always a really hard decision. But not today. I'm going to install WoW. Do I even have enough? I don't think I have enough room here. Yeah, I want to watch this guy. I love Hollow Knight. On my PC, I have. Here, I'll show you.
Okay.
Well, on my PC, I have an LCD screen on my CPU cooler, and on the screen, I put a Hollow Knight picture because I just love this game. Whatever, give him a like.
Fuck, no. Or I'm just gonna be stupid.
Just like fun. So, what I do
Fuck.
is I'm gonna set up my weights, but I'm not gonna work out. Let's see, does this work? Oh. Let's see. What does it mean, no signal? There should be a signal. Okay, I gotta fix it. Hey, it works. Okay. So there's that. Put this over here. Way smaller. Yeah. Okay, I feel like playing a shooter. I want to play Some Valorant. I mean, this game kind of sucks, to be honest. Wait, WoW's already done? Holy shit. Okay.
Oh.
I haven't played WoW in a really long time. I just got my subscription back. If I remember right, yeah, I'm just trying to farm these mobs for a mount. For this quest that gives you a mount that I think is cool. I don't remember what the mount is. Ah! Holy shit. I forgot how to play, like I already know how to play. But okay. Oh shit, I need like 1,000. What does this do? Inflicts a disease upon your enemy, spreading festering wounds equal to the amount currently active. Oh, okay. That's the one that spreads festering wounds, deals shadow damage, and applies virulent plague. A disease that deals shadow damage over time and erupts when the infected target dies, dealing shadow damage to your enemies. Okay. What does this do? Causes each of your virulent plagues to flare up, dealing damage. Okay, so you hit this, that's what I thought. And additional damage to enemies near them. Increase the duration of Dark Transformation. Okay. So, you hit him with the Festering Strike. So you get at least 7. Then you smack him with that. You hit him with this as well. And then use that after, or hit Dark Transformation, then hit this. Okay. I'm not going to remember that. See if I can remember this. So you smack him with that, and then if there's other people in with that, just do is there a place that's better? I farming him before? I guess down there wasn't bad. Okay, I don't think this is where I was. Okay. Okay. I am totally lost.
Champion. Azerite champion. Champion. Sex with me, champion.
Not there either. Okay, cool. What? I don't care about this. Oh, is this all the same or what? Yeah. The hell's that? There we go. Yeah, I remember these back there. It's too far away.
I'm out of range. It's too far away. I need to get closer.
Oh, this is gonna take forever. Holy shit. Can you pick up? Maybe those guys would do one with such a little amount of. Brother Jones is going to take like forever.
Out of range. I need to get closer.
yeah, I mean, it's not like we have a choice, right? Alright, thanks. Right. Damn, that was that. Riding a bike, kinda. Not really. I'm still, my combos are still. Why isn't it picking it up? Dude, I've gotten like 4 of these. I mean, what, 10 of them? I don't even know. This, I don't want to do this right now. Okay. North Soul.
That no went. Okay. I don't really need the compass in a fight.
I gotta go put my laundry in the...
We shall see how fucked this gets me. This isn't even the right area. What am I doing? Fuck. Okay.
Oh, cool. I like XTC.
Fuck you.
Find any kills last guy?
I just want to see this game for a second. Because I can't play it because it makes me nauseous. It looks cool.
Play on Nightmare?
Before it starts making me nauseous. Something about the way the motion makes me...
There's no sense in me saying then why does it matter? Does it matter? It never matters. Well, Sunday, so maybe we'll finish this chapter. I can't ever finish this chapter. And now at this moment I don't know what else to think. There's no sense in me saying I guess I still miss you.
The last part, damn it.
What's up, guys?
Oh, Jesus, that's loud.
What's up, guys?
What's up, guys? Okay, then. Let's see what this is. Interesting.
It always starts the same way. She looks at you, not as you are, but as who she imagines you might become. You feel it in her eyes, don't you? That flicker of hope. Or is it hunger? You think you're being seen, but you're not. You're being measured, assessed, scanned like a blank canvas waiting for her to paint her masterpiece. But the masterpiece isn't you. It never was. And Carl Jung, he warned you.
Oh,
Not with the soft words of a motivational speaker. No.
Carl Jung was an incel? Okay. That's what everybody just calls you. You start analyzing, critiquing, thinking about why women do the things that they do, and all of a sudden you're an incel. That's funny.
With the sharp surgical precision of a man who spent his life staring into the psychological abyss of the human soul. Jung's entire life was devoted to mapping what he called the unconscious, the part of the human mind that operates silently beneath your awareness.
I believe in this stuff, by the way. The only thing I don't, because I don't know enough about it. I really just don't know enough about it. I 100% believe in all this stuff. It's really interesting and really cool, and I actually want to watch this video. But the thing, I just think sometimes you're just an asshole, and you can figure out why. You know what? This is stupid. I don't know enough. That's just flat out the truth.
He discovered something terrifying about women. He discovered that they don't just fall in love with men. They fall in love with the idea of men, with the fantasy, with the projection, and the scariest part. Most of them don't even realize they're doing it. You might think she's choosing you, but what she's actually choosing is the version of you she's created in her own mind, a psychological puppet who exists to play a role in her private movie. And when you stop fitting the script, she changes the actor, not the story. Jung called this projection the animus, the inner masculine image that lives inside every woman. And when that animus is immature, undeveloped, or unchecked, it becomes a tyrant. It becomes the unseen force that makes women chase dangerous men and reject good ones. It makes them argue without reason, dominate without wisdom, and moralize without accountability. Jung didn't sugarcoat this. He described it as a spiritual possession, a state where the woman herself becomes unaware that she's no longer acting from her own consciousness, but from the shadowy grip of her inner masculine fantasy. And men? You fall for it because nobody taught you to spot it. You confuse being desired with being known. You mistake being chosen with being understood. You believe her words when she says you're different, when in reality, you're just the latest face she's cast to fulfill a role she's been rehearsing since she was a child.
By the way, I already know all this shit, not from this perspective, not from Carl Jung's perspective, but just from thinking. I've been thinking about this shit for, 15 years. Since I was 20, I started thinking about stuff. And I remember posting things on Facebook when I had Facebook. And, like one of the first things that kind of opened my mind to this stuff was realizing that women make 80% of the consumer buying decisions. And then once you understand that, you go, oh, that's why our whole society is the way it is, because women are the ones that spend all the money. And all these corporations figured this out a long time ago, and that's why, actually the first red pill I ever had was when I was a kid. Even when I was a kid, I could see things like, I'm not saying, oh, I'm brilliant. No. I'm saying it's so obvious. Like, even when I was a kid watching, shows like Home Improvement or Everybody Loves Raymond or whatever, I started noticing a pattern, or even the commercials, even more poignantly, if that's the right word. The commercials where they, the setup is always the same. It's a guy who's a moron. He's a bumbling idiot, and he falls off the ladder, and then the wife comes up and goes, "Hey, stupid, you idiot! You're supposed to use Glad bags or whatever." And you know, they did that because. But I remember thinking back then, like, why is the guy always stupid? Like, why is he always a moron? But anyway, find out later when I'm like 20. Find out later that it's because women buy all the stuff, whether it's their money or their husband's money. Doesn't matter. They're the ones making the decision to buy most of the things. So that means that every corporation that can is now appealing to women. So now the whole culture has shifted to gynocentric. The whole culture has shifted to, and you know, people will confuse what I'm saying, and they'll say, "Oh, so you're saying that this is a matriarchy, that women have all the power, blah 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 blah. What about the patriarchy?" A small percentage of men have the power, the real power, to make those decisions to begin with. That is a small percentage of men. That's the 0.00000 fucking percent of men in the world. Every other guy is beholden to the gynocentric culture, right? Because the average guy, what he wants is to get attention from women, to feel attractive, to feel like he has a chance in the game, right? He wants to be respected, he wants to have sex, he wants to be desired, he wants to feel capable, he wants to have a legacy, he wants to build, he wants to conquer, he wants to win. And without understanding it, men walk into the arena of culture from the beginning, even in, you know, when they're in school as kids. They're walking into the arena of the gynocentric, it's built by women. And what I mean by that, and here's the thing, you don't have to live in that paradigm. You could be so undeniably cool and hot and, you know, capable and all these things. Not everybody, but I'm saying that there are men who can do that, where they sort of supersede all of what I'm saying. They're not in that Colosseum. They're outside and all the women want them, you know. But in the Colosseum of all the regular average dudes, that Colosseum is built by women. They decide, they make the rules, they decide what's cool, they decide if they're going to have sex with you or not. And the guys don't understand that the way to play that is to try to leave, is to try to get out of the Colosseum, to be one of those cool guys, you know, that is that goes, no, I'm not gonna let you dictate the rules of this. I'm gonna be this thing because I have values and principles and worth and capability and, like, you know, and genetics, and so they realize they can just leave that, and then all the women will chase them. But anyway, it's a big topic. It's gonna take a long time to explain this stuff, but I want to hear this is a very interesting, because it's been my perspective that women operate from their number one instinct, which is security. So everything they do is for their own security. And I can get into that some other time.
Child. And when the fantasy collapses, when the mask slips, you're left confused, betrayed, and humiliated, wondering what you did wrong. But you didn't do anything wrong. You just stopped being a convincing actor in someone else's play.
Yeah, okay.
Jung warned that the only way out of this psychological theater is through...
This is normal, by the way. Like, there has to be a process of weeding out who can pass on genetics. Like, women, it's important for women to have standards. I think the problem is women have the wrong standards sometimes. And this stuff is just unchecked. It's never, like, sharpened or honed, or, you know, they're never given any sort of wisdom or guidance, because everybody, all the weak men that are in the Colosseum fighting for breeding rights are, they don't want to ruin their chance. And so they, or, you know, that's what they think they're doing. They think that they're going to ruin their chance if they have any sort of individuality, or, you know, go, hey, wait a minute, that's bullshit. What you're doing is bad, you know, not just for yourself, but society. And so, yeah, left unchecked, there's a dark side of femininity and there's a dark side of masculinity. So the guys that are in the Colosseum, the simps, they don't even understand that there's a dark side to femininity. They're like, please, you know, please, can I get a crumb? You know, that's the only thing in their brain, because they're weak. And cowardly. You know, that's the thing, is like, you don't have to be an incel. You can decide, or no, it is an incel, but I'm saying you could just go, because the incel implies that you want to have sex and they don't want to fuck you, I guess. I think that's right, the right way to, yeah. But if you go, no, I don't want to fuck you. Like, I don't want to sleep with you. You're disgusting. Like, your behavior is grotesque to me. So, you know. Anyway, you get the point. It's it doesn't mean you're going to get laid. It's just, you know, you just decide to leave the game because it's yeah, because it's not worth playing for you, you know.
Through what he called individuation, the lifelong process of becoming whole.
Whoa! Oh, hey, you're home.
Within yourself. And here's the uncomfortable truth. Most men never start that journey. You've been trained to chase approval, to seek validation, to let women define your worth. And as long as you do, you'll keep playing the same role over and over again, getting replaced every time the audience gets bored. Individuation isn't glamorous. It's brutal. It requires you to confront the parts of yourself you've buried, the weak, the insecure, the broken. It demands that you stop blaming women for not seeing you and start seeing yourself. Because here's what Jung knew that most men will never understand. You don't become a man by being chosen. You become a man by choosing yourself. You don't earn your worth through her affection. You earn it by standing alone, fully awake, fully responsible, fully alive.
That's the thing, is like, a lot of this kind of information gets misinterpreted. Yes, that's true, but also sometimes you just don't ever get to get women, you know, because if you don't have the genetics, if you don't have the personality, there's just nothing you can do.
A man who has faced his own unconscious cannot be seduced by projection. He is no longer a puppet in someone else's fantasy. He is the author of his own reality. Jung observed that the greatest tragedy of modern men is not that they are rejected, but that they are willing to mold themselves into whatever shape they believe will be accepted. You call it compromise, you call it partnership, you call it love, but Jung had a different name for it: self-betrayal. He warned that men who ignore their own psychic development become slaves to the feminine projection, bending themselves like wet clay into the shapes demanded by women who don't even know their own true desires. You stop being men and you start being masks, smiling, nodding, agreeing, performing, until you forget who you were before you put the mask on. And women? They sense this.
And they hate it.
Oh, they sense it more
They
than
want
you could
nothing to
possibly
do with it.
imagine. The very thing you think will make her love you, obedience, predictability, availability, becomes the very reason she loses attraction. Why? Because the feminine instinct, Jung taught, isn't drawn to comfort. It's drawn to mystery, to risk, to the man she cannot fully define or control. The moment you make yourself fully known, without boundaries, without a backbone, you don't become more lovable. You become invisible, disposable, replaceable. And yet, here's the paradox that keeps most men enslaved. You fear being alone more than you fear being fake. You'd rather lose yourself than lose her. You'd rather live in a role than face the terror of standing without applause. But Jung taught that until a man embraces that solitude, he will never be free. He wrote that individuation is a path not for the faint-hearted, because it requires you to die before you die, to let the false versions of yourself burn so that something real can finally emerge. But let me tell you something that nobody wants to say out loud. Individuation is lonely, terrifyingly lonely. Because as you walk that path, you begin to see things you cannot unsee. You begin to recognize the games people play, the masks they wear, the lies they tell themselves just to feel safe. And when you try to share what you see, they mock you. They call you cold, arrogant, too serious. They accuse you of being the problem. But you're not the problem. You're the mirror. And people hate the mirror when it shows them something they don't want to face. Jung knew this well. He spent decades studying patients who were terrified to confront their own shadow, the dark, rejected parts of their psyche they refused to acknowledge. And women, Jung warned, are often raised in cultures that reward them for avoiding that confrontation. They are told they are pure, emotional, intuitive, and complete just as they are. But Jung didn't buy it. He wrote that the greatest danger to women was their unconscious animus, the voice inside them that speaks with false certainty, false authority, and false moral superiority. He warned that if a woman does not face and integrate this inner masculine force, she becomes of it, authority and false moral superiority. He warned that if a woman does not face and integrate this inner masculine force, she becomes a prisoner of it, projecting it onto every man she meets, blaming them for the very war she refuses to fight within herself.
Yep.
And here you are, thinking
Yep.
you're her savior, thinking you'll be the exception,
Nope.
thinking that if you just love her hard enough, prove yourself loud enough, perform well enough, she'll finally choose you for you. But that's not how projection
Never gonna
works.
happen.
Jung taught that projection is a thief. It steals reality and replaces it with illusion, and until both men and women wake up from that illusion, they are destined to repeat the same tragedy, over and over again, each one blaming the other, never realizing they're both dancing with shadows. And here lies the most ironic twist of all. The woman who once saw you as her hero will one day see you as her enemy, not because you changed, but because you failed to fulfill the fantasy she cast on you. And she won't even realize she's doing it. Jung called this psychological betrayal inevitable when neither party takes responsibility for their own inner world. You didn't lie to her. You didn't betray her. You simply disappointed the invisible character she invented in her unconscious mind. You were never him to begin with, and that's why she resents you. Not for your flaws, but for failing to live up to the myth she never told you were hired to play. Jung once said, "People will do anything, no matter how absurd, to avoid facing their own souls."
And here's the thing too is there's so many things that people say that hold on. There's so many things that people say that that are kind of true but not. Like, you know, the guys will say, oh, you have to treat her like an asshole, or you have to ignore her, or like these kinds of things. And the thing is, there's like a small nugget of truth, but it's a byproduct of valuing yourself more than a woman, which is you should always do. Because, you know, once you get to a certain point in their development as a man, you realize that the fact is just true that women are not that great. Like, there's really not that much that's awesome about them. Like, you know, that's just true for a guy who develops to a certain point. To guys who aren't, it doesn't even make sense what I just said. To the guys that aren't developed, women are like the ultimate prize of life, and it's just like these, you know, everything that you've been brainwashed to believe about women, from, you know, these angelic beings that never do anything wrong, to the paragons of morality, and, you know, it's all bullshit. It's like this guy is saying, there's no reason, like, you're never gonna reason with them into attraction or reason with them into longevity in your relationship. It's just not gonna work. It doesn't work. Once you get to once you get to a certain level of development, I lose my train of thought a lot. Once you get to a certain stage of development, yeah, it becomes like a natural thing. You just know about the push and pull of it. So it's not, oh, treat her like an asshole. It's just not putting out the energy that you need her. Because you don't. You shouldn't need her. You shouldn't. You should, and that's the thing, is like, this is why a lot of these things don't make sense. It's not enough to think these things. You can't just hear somebody say it. Like, you know, you can't hear one of these, like, Andrew Tate guys. You can't hear them just say it, and then you go, oh, okay, that's the idea. So now I'll just think that, and I'll tell everybody that I think that, or, you know, regardless. The point is, it's not enough to think it. You have to feel it. You have to understand. You have to know it in your body, in your movement. You know, you have to know that that women are for the most part replaceable. Like, that's, I mean, in your life, that's what you should feel. And yeah, I mean, it's not a negative thing, because that's what's hilarious about it, is that's what they want. So it's like, it's not even, it's completely natural. Everything that you're being told on how to treat women is not entirely true. most of it is just not true. And it's just not the natural way of things. I mean, nothing that we're doing in modern society is natural. So why would this be any different, you know?
And nowhere is this more true than in romantic relationships. Both men and women enter them not as whole individuals, but as walking projections, dragging their unlived fears, unmet needs, and unresolved childhood wounds into the arms of another person they barely understand. You call it love. Jung called it possession. And like a man hypnotized, you keep walking into the trap, thinking this time it will be different. But it never is, because you have not yet asked the most terrifying question a man can ask himself. What if I am the one responsible for this pattern? You want to blame women. You want to call them manipulative, deceptive, shallow. But Jung would look you in the eye and ask, and why did you let yourself be chosen by that woman in the first place? You see, the man who refuses to confront his own anima, his own feminine inner world, is destined to be a slave to hers. You are not a victim. You are a volunteer. You chose to play the fool. You chose to be the actor in her private myth. Because facing your own emptiness, your own lack of wholeness, was far more terrifying than playing a part in someone else's fantasy. And here's where most of you will stop listening, because this is where the comfort ends and the responsibility begins. Jung didn't offer cheap solutions. He didn't give you 3 steps to alpha male greatness. He gave you the brutal, lifelong task of self-confrontation, of sitting alone in the silence of your own mind until the illusions start to crack, until the voice in your head that says, "You're nothing without her," begins to die. And make no mistake, that voice will fight for its life. It will tell you that you need her, that you are incomplete without her, that no man can live without feminine validation.
Right.
But Jung's work whispers something more dangerous. It whispers that the man who
Here's the thing. Yeah, another thing that is very important to understand, and why men end up in this circle. It's not a mystery. It's just true. Everybody, all human beings, have a God-sized hole inside of them, and but it's more especially men. We need God. It's supposed to be that we're looking to God for validation. It's supposed to be that what we're doing is for God, and our purpose is connected to God, and we're moving forward towards what God wants us to do. We're looking forward, okay? And I've heard other people say this. But it is just true. It's sort of the natural order of things, where God is at the top, then men, then women, then children. And what that means is men are supposed to follow God. Women are supposed to follow men who follow God. Okay? But that's the thing. And I don't mean God like, the Christian God or the Muslim God or, anything like that. I believe God is truth, and I've said that already, but I'm just going to keep repeating that because it's part of my life. But I think God is truth itself. It's unknowable. God is unknowable. All we can do is follow our spirit, our consciousness. We could try to follow our intuition, try to listen and pay attention to the things that are going on around us, and follow what we believe to be our purpose. That's what we're supposed to do as men. And when you do that, you stop caring about what women think in this regard. Because you're never going to fully stop caring, because you still want to procreate, right? You still want to be nice to women. You still want to... validation is a part of it, but it's not supposed to be the whole thing. It's nice to get validation, but it's like it's supposed to be like a fleeting thing. They go, I still got it, that kind of thing. And then you just kind of move on. It's not supposed to be the goal. It's never going to fill you up. It's never going to, no matter how many women agree with you, it's never going to be enough. Only God can fill that God-sized hole, So, when people say, oh, you're supposed to follow your purpose, supposed to find yourself, that's, again, those are just different ways of saying you're supposed to find God. You're supposed to find and listen to God so that you can figure out your purpose, and in so doing, the need for validation from women just sort of melts away.
stand without her, without approval, without applause,
By the
without
way,
being
I say these things. I'm not saying I'm there. I know where to go. I know where I'm headed. I know that I'm a good, distance in. But that's not to say like if I was in a room and like a 10 out of 10 walks in, I'm not gonna be this machismo, dude who's like super confident or whatever. So I'm not saying I'm like really good with women or anything. It's the contrary. I'm not good with women. But that's fine. It's kind of a parallel point. This isn't about being good with women. It's about what you think about your life. What do you think about, So it's a totally separate thing. Yeah, because we're talking about what you're supposed to feel. Like what are you supposed to feel about your life, and what are you supposed to feel about women? And this is what I think you're supposed to feel. Yeah, anyway, I'm just rambling.
needed is the man who is finally free. Free from projection, free from performance, free from the tyranny of living as someone else's idea of a man. And when you reach that place, you don't become cold or distant. You become real. You become rooted, grounded, fully alive in your own skin. And that is when, paradoxically, women will feel the most drawn to you, not because you need them, but because you don't. And you'll smile not because you're heartless, but because you finally understand. You understand that she is on her own journey too, that she must face her own animus, that she must wake from her own illusions.
And you have to leave them alone. Like, unfortunately, you have to just leave them alone. What holds the women back in society is all the fucking simps. It's all the dudes who are, the Reddit white knights, the guys who are like, the guys who just agree with women even if they're wrong, that kind of thing. You see it everywhere. It's an energy. It's really bad for society. It's really bad for women in particular. They'll go their whole life never learning or developing or figuring things out. Oh,